By the way, it is the other way around. The Canadian dollar has less buying power in the U.S. because you get you get fewer U.S. dollars for the same amount of Canadian.
Interpreted that.
That's okay. It happens. I know in part because when Louise and I took out our student loans to go to school down here, the Canadian dollar was really strong, and when we had to pay them back, it was really weak. It cost us roughly about 45% more just to pay them back. I know, and we had to because there's a timeline on it, right? It was a serious pain in the ass. I did not like it much.
Argument would have held out.
Beg your pardon?
Argument would have held out.
That's, yeah. I just figured I should help you on that, which is important. Yeah. A lot of people will argue that it's one of the biggest disadvantages the U.S. has right now.
Good.
I'll tell you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Miller. I'd like to introduce ourselves. We are Modular Homes, Red Team Designs. I'm Robbie.
Josephine,
I'm Jeremy. Kevin.
Megan.
Nick.
Alright, so our objective here today with the Red Team's modular home design is to provide affordable housing and accessible to all citizens while building trust within the community.
And the reason we want to do this is to better the local community of the Indigenous peoples as well as help their economy and the well-being and overall growth of the Indigenous peoples as they are the fastest growing group in Canada right now. Some of the market knowledge that we provide is we've been in the modular home business for over 20 years, which really allows us to understand pricing the best so we can give you guys the best affordable cost as well as the quickest way we can do it possible to get people into their new homes. At this time I'd like to hand it over to our construction expert, Robert.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. So in front of us, we have a design of a modular home. It's a model of the modular home. So as you can see, this is just one model we have. This is our 4-bedroom setup. So don't take our word for it. Listen to the people we've worked from, such as the Navajo tribe. And a statement from them, it allowed them affordable housing, better social environments, and gave job opportunities within the Indigenous community. Building our modular homes off-site allows expedited building, resulting in moving families in sooner at lower costs. And our third point on this is it helps putting people in jobs, lower unemployment, better social situations for kids, better grades, and a better environment to learn in.
Going to our current problems, there's inadequate and crowded living situations, as there are many families that have many people in their household, so they are forced to sleep in shifts. Also, they're poorly built and have moisture buildup that could lead to bad living situations. And these living situations also affect their social networks such as school and work, and also just lead to bad health and a decreased lifespan.
And as Kevin had said, that people live in crowded homes and children are unable to focus on their studies and really have a future in mind on what they want to do. So if we build these modular homes, we have a space for them to focus on their studies. And seniors and disabilities also can't move really freely in the homes, so we would like to create a space for a more open environment for them.
And building these more innovatively built homes and cleaner living situations will have like a brighter future for the Aboriginal people going forward.
And we're able to provide this better living situations as homes are being built. When you build them on site, they're often exposed to the elements. If you have a snowstorm or rain that comes through, that is going to be the moisture factor that can go into the home while you're building it. Opposed to us, we're building all our stuff in a factory. It's all temperature controlled and climate controlled, so we're able to decrease those factors as it goes on.
Summed up, these homes were built efficiently and help out the community.
We have a reputable history and long-lasting relationships with Navajo, and we'd like to have them. Thank you.
So going back to our market exposure and experience, we want to point out that we have a 5-star Forbes rating. We've been voted Builder of the Year, 2-time winner of this, and America's Best Builder. Now you might ask yourself, how does that correspond to building in Canada? Well, building our homes, it's about $50,000 in U.S. currency. Knowing that it's about $1.32 in the U.S. in the Canada currency, it's about $66,000 to build one of our modular homes up there. So you saw our quote from the Navajo tribe. We've worked around the country, over 20 years in business. You might ask yourself, well, aren't you guys habitable, or like habitable for the planet, or other organizations that are nonprofits? Well, we actually work with them, and they use us to put these houses in for our history, our reputation, and our overall market knowledge for building these homes. Thank you. questions, Mr. Miller?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking, I appreciate it, because I have a long list of things I want to ask you about.
Perfect.
What I don't completely understand, and I'm hoping you can help me with this, is how do you know that your price of, you're building the homes in Canada, right?
No, we're building them off-site in the U.S.
So what's it going to take to get them across the border? What's that going to cost us? I don't recall our laws for moving buildings across the border.
Yeah, so that's already wrapped up in our costs. So in Canadian currency, it's $66,000, and that includes fabricating the homes and then trucking them up to these locations and then assembling them on site. And while we do that, that's offering jobs to the local communities there as a source of income for these families.
Okay, and you know that this is going to work?
100%. We've done it for over 20 years in a variety of countries around the world.
You've worked with Aboriginal populations throughout the world, is that what you're telling me?
We have, and as such as the Navajo tribe, we've worked with other indigenous groups around the world. Our whole company mission statement is to provide low-cost, affordable housing to people in need of some support.
So you're saying that you're not, that's your primary focus, you're not actually even focused on selling to other people at all? Is that what you're telling me?
It is our large focus that we work with indigenous groups as we want to give back to them. As you know, throughout the U.S. history where our company started, so there was not the best relationship between the original settlers and them. We put it as our goal to hopefully help them out as much as possible since the land that we have is a large chunk of theirs. We do a little bit of residential construction on smaller groups, but it is our largest focus with the indigenous.
Okay. And how are you going to build trust? You said you're going to build trust somehow? Tell me about that some more.
So we want to build trust with the indigenous people, as in when we come in, we want to hire a large chunk of them since their unemployment rate is so high, with our company to help assemble the houses and build a trust that way that we want to work with them as much as they want to work with us.
Okay, great. Thank you.